Hey Thomas, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for making this appointment. You said you're in the market for a new phone.
That I am.
Well, I'd like to start you out with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, my favorite phone on the market right now. This is the pinnacle of technological sophistication and innovation that fits right in the palm of your hand. It boasts a 6.8-inch AMOLED display with stunning visual clarity and vibrant colors that make your media pop and come to life like they never have before, whether you're streaming your favorite TVs and movies or videos that you have filmed on this phone. It also has Samsung's fastest processor yet with an octa-core Snapdragon processor, which allows seamless multitasking and blazing fast performance. Coupled with its 5G capabilities, you're able to do anything you want on this amazing piece of technology. Whether you're playing or at work, this phone is the phone for you.
Well, I kind of like it, but what's its price point?
It is a little bit more expensive at about $1,200.
Okay, that's a little bit more than I like to spend on a phone.
Now, what type of phones are you normally buying, and what kind of price range? Like, what was your last phone?
My last phone was an Xcover Pro. It was a great phone, and that was the time in my life where I was hiking all over the place, so I needed a really rugged phone. But it didn't have a good camera that I would have liked for taking photos while I'm out hiking.
Yeah, and this phone, the S23 Ultra, has an amazing camera on it. You can take absolutely stunning pictures. It has a 200 megapixel camera that absolutely makes your photos and your colors pop. And you can zoom in way farther than I've ever expected a cell phone to be able to blow up pictures and still have that remain high quality.
Really?
Yeah, and if you're into filming or videography, I don't know if you are.
I do want to start a YouTube channel soon.
Yep. Well, this phone does 4K videos at 30 frames or 60 frames a second, as well as 8K videos at 30 frames a second. Personally, I like shooting at 4K 30 frames a second because that's the most common, 24 frames a second is the most common video format that people shoot. And so it's the most easygoing on our eyes, and so that 4K 30 frames a second is a good balance between visual clarity as well as storage within your phone, because you don't want 20 gigabytes with two videos.
Yeah, that brings up another question. What kind of storage do you have on this device?
Well, this phone comes in either a 128, a 256, a 512 gigabyte option, or all the way up to a 1 terabyte.
1 terabyte. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean that will fit everything you need, even if you're filming in 8K. Yeah, I love that part of the phone. My phone personally is a 256 gigabyte, and I think I barely have 120 gigs on it with thousands and thousands of pictures. But that's kind of why it leans more towards the expensive, and it has all these fancy options that really lets you have endless capabilities and utility with your phone. And so it might be a little bit more expensive, but people who also have felt that it's expensive have found that it really is justified in the end. I mean, I know I would rather pay just a little bit more each month than to not have this phone. Would you pay a little bit more for a phone to have these features, or would you rather not?
I think I would.
Yeah, I know my plan from the next model down to this model was only like eating out once a month. $20 difference between the
that's
lower
almost
model.
nothing.
Yeah, to be able to shoot 4K 60 frames a second, or even again 8K for just $20 more a month, totally worth it in my opinion. And you're a student too, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What do you use your phone for school at all?
Not much, but again, my phone isn't really the best quality for that. It's an older phone. I've had it for years, and it's slowing down.
Yeah, I used to have a phone like that when I first started college. It was basic, not cream of the crop. It was just a basic phone. But with these phones, it has the S Pen. You know what the S Pen is?
I don't.
The S Pen is a stylus that's within the phone that you can pull out, and you can take notes, you can draw, whatever you want to do with it. I use it all the time in school for note taking because you can scribble and your terrible handwriting and its computers on the phone will turn it into text, and note taking, super easy. I don't have to lug my laptop around to all my classes in order to keep amazing notes on my phone.
Nice. I like that. Kind of reminds me of the 3DS with the stylus.
Yeah, for sure. And
Definitely a little bit of nostalgia there.
it is. When I got the phone for the first time, I wasn't sure how well it was going to work. I actually started out way back on the Note 8.
Really?
Yeah, and that had a stylus, and I was turned on to this series since then. And I know you're going to be the same way. If you buy this phone, you can't go back once you have a stylus. So what are you thinking about this phone? Are you kind of liking it?
I kind of like it. Thinking about getting it, but I'm not quite sure yet.
Yeah, again, I just got to emphasize the quality of it and how much it's changed my life. I stopped taking my laptop everywhere. I got this phone. I don't take my camera everywhere because I got this phone. You know, I don't have to read emails on my laptop at work because I get notifications on this phone. I get amazing audio and call quality with the 5G capabilities, and our service provider is amazing at giving you high-speed internet.
One thing that I am concerned about is it does have the curved screen, correct?
It does, but I found that hasn't been an issue for me, and we have insurance plans to cover it. For just a few bucks a month, you'll be able to replace your phone with a cheap deductible, about $60.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, so do you think that I could interest you in one of our plans, that I could sign you up today and send you out the door with one of these brand new phones?
I think so.
All right, well, it's good having you, Thomas.
Yeah, good to